Many of us might still be under the conception that LinkedIn is that platform where some old and barely remembered classmate from school or college somehow keeps endorsing us for Microsoft Word. If you still feel that way, then you are completely in for a surprise. Because now, more than the platform for having your resume online, LinkedIn has become the most used social media platform by professionals. According to a recent survey by HubSpot, LinkedIn has doubled the number of daily users from around 300 to more than 690 in just 4 years. And if you feel that's amazing, the growth for LinkedIn is just getting started. Personally, I started posting daily on LinkedIn in about a year ago. And now in just less than 12 months, I have grown my follower base from 0 to 20,000. I have also attracted opportunities worth thousands of dollars. And I was selected as a part of LinkedIn Creator Accelerator program in India, where only 200 creators were selected and we were paid to write on LinkedIn. If you are a creator, an entrepreneur, or an ambitious person who's looking to take the next step in their career, then posting on LinkedIn could be just what you need. It helps you establish social proof, build credibility for yourself, and build a strong personal brand that can help you attract leads worth thousands of dollars. In today's video, I want to talk about the 7 key lessons that I learned from growing my follower base from 0 to 20,000 in less than a year. But before we get started, the first step you need to remember is that before you start posting on LinkedIn, you need to optimize your profile for lead generation. I have made a video discussing the exact 5-step process you need to follow to optimize your profile for lead generation, and you can check it, it's linked right here. So now let's talk about the 7 key lessons. The first lesson is niching down is important. You might feel that talking about a variety of topics might make you sound like an expert, but remember the age-old saying, Jack of all trades, master of none. When it comes to LinkedIn, this is true as well. You need to have a niche and be super specific about it. Narrow it down as much as possible and then keep posting about it daily. I did the same mistake when I started on LinkedIn, and for about a major part of my journey, I kept talking about a multitude of topics ranging from productivity to self-love to books and reading and so on. But during the last 10 weeks of the LinkedIn Creator Accelerator program, I have only stuck to one niche, which is writing about what you want and making a living through it. In short, how to be a highly paid writer in India. And if you look at this screenshot of my stats, you can see how much it has improved in the past 10 weeks. Before that, there was just a random spurt of views, but once I started niching down and sticking to it, I started building a loyal community of people who know what I talk about and only follow me for those posts. The second lesson is having a recurring theme is an underrated superpower. I have made several videos on LinkedIn and some of them have got amazing views. But once I started my weekly live series called Wednesday Refocus at 7, I have seen the views skyrocket. Because this is a show where I invite guests from various career backgrounds and talk to them about how they took the steps that led them to where they are, so my audience can learn how to be in different and more interesting careers. The views on this recurring show have been increasingly crazy week after week, and this only brings to the conclusion that when you have a recurring theme, your brand recall value in the audience's mind becomes really high. They learn to associate you with that particular day of the week, and then when the time comes for your show to air, they are already there waiting for you to start. So, my dear friends, if you are going to start on LinkedIn, make sure you have a recurring theme. It can be something you do once a week, once a fortnight, or even once a month. The frequency is up to you, but remember, having a recurring theme is an underrated superpower. Number 3, community can be your backbone. Life as a creator is a lonely journey. I have talked about this several times that you just spend all your time staring at the computer screen and you feel frustrated. But if you have a community of creators who are also on the same journey and who face the same challenges as you do, this can be an incredible moral booster. It can also help you feel confident and more secure in your skills, and it will give you the much needed support that you need to keep posting consistently on LinkedIn. Number 4, experimentation is the secret sauce. Some creators on LinkedIn go viral with videos. Some swear by the power of polls. Some people really believe that carousels are the best thing that happened on LinkedIn. But you wouldn't know what works for you and what your audience expects from you unless you experiment. Which brings us to this next point where you need to try out the various posting styles and formats that LinkedIn has to make sure that you know what works for you and what your audience can really connect with. It's just a question of letting your creativity flow. Pick out different formats to present your ideas in front of the world, and that's the only way you will find out what works. Number 5, give the platform what it wants. No matter how amazing it is and how many people use it, at the end of the day, LinkedIn is a social media platform and it runs on an algorithm. And if you really want to succeed, you need to give the algorithm what it wants. If I had to quickly point out the ways in which you can do that, there are 3 points. Number 1, don't create content for the sole purpose of directing users to another website. Sure, you can use the LinkedIn post to promote your YouTube channel or your newsletter, but make sure that the LinkedIn post in itself adds some value and it's not simply a link that you can read more here. Number 2, engage with other users. The backbone of every social media platform is the community of users it has, and you can nurture yours by engaging, like liking or commenting on other people's posts and also sharing with them your thought process on the same topics that they posted about. This way, you not only make the algorithm happy, but you also gather a bunch of people who will be loyal to you and will engage with your post each time you publish something new. The third is use hashtags. Hashtags are a great way of grouping similar content in different content brackets, and it's also very useful in reaching a wider audience with your content. So make sure you use at least 3 hashtags on your post, and these hashtags are related to the topic that you're writing about. The 6th point that I want to mention today is show up every day. I have talked a lot of times about consistency and how important it is, and in case of LinkedIn, it's no different. But just blindly posting content every day will not help you. You need to be mindful and conscious of where you want to be in the next, say, 2 years or 3 years, and then post content that aligns with your goal. This intentional consistency will help you reach great heights that you hadn't even imagined was possible before. Number 7, observe and learn. When you spend time on a platform, you get to see what other viral posts and trending posts on the platform are. This will give you a pretty good idea of the kind of content that's trending on LinkedIn and is able to generate conversations among the users. A great way to know what's trending on LinkedIn is when you go to your home page, on the top right corner, you will see LinkedIn News. These topics are the ones that are generating a lot of conversation on the platform by themselves. If you post about similar topics with your own unique take, you stand a chance to really impress the algorithm and also get a lot of views from people who don't necessarily follow you. Summing up, here are the 7 key lessons I learned from reaching 20,000 LinkedIn followers in less than a year. Number 1, niche down, be as specific as you can. Number 2, have a recurring theme that you keep returning to every week, fortnight or month. Number 3, find a community of creators so you don't have to be alone on your journey. Number 4, experiment with different content forms to see what works for you and your audience. Number 5, give the platform what it wants. Read the rules, don't make assumptions. Number 6, be intentionally consistent with your goals and make sure you align your content strategy with your long-term vision. Number 7, observe trending topics, give them your own unique twist, and get lots of views on LinkedIn. What other tips would you add to crush it on LinkedIn? Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you are intrigued about LinkedIn but don't know where exactly to start, then you'll be happy to know that I have prepared a very detailed guide on how you can use LinkedIn to build an online business. This guide will help you nurture a loyal community on LinkedIn. It will also help you build your personal brand and attract high-paying opportunities. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then do check out the link in the description of this video and also the first comment for more details. That brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching it until the end. If you have any friend who's a creator, entrepreneur, or someone looking for better opportunities, then make sure you share it with them, because LinkedIn can be the place that really changes their life forever. I will see you again super soon with another new video. Until then, stay tuned and keep writing. Cheers!